All right, everybody, welcome back into another episode of the markleskopodcast. Joined by Brett Cable once again to talk Penn State football, the state of Penn State football. There's a lot to be excited about. But if you're new, please like, share, subscribe. Help us get to 2,000 subs. Help us grow. You can support us monetarily too if you want. In the super chat, thanks button, memberships. So if you're new, just help support us. Turn on the notification bell too. But we're going to talk. We got some new recruits and stuff, and Iowa State, they're losing a lot of guys. And we think a lot of them might come to Penn State. So then we're going to talk about the new team for next year. But yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody. We're in here on Christmas Day. I was going to do this, like Chris was going to come on, but he has some family stuff going on. So prayers to him. Not exactly sure what it is, but send some good vibes to him. Brett, how you doing?
Good. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah. So, what do you think about? We got another linebacker.
Yeah. You want to pull it up? It's Kaiser, Caden Kaiser. Yeah. It's a cool name.
3-star guy.
Yeah, he's 6'4". I mean, that's a long linebacker for sure. 6'4", like 210 or 215 right now, so has plenty of time to put some weight on. Well, obviously, once he comes to Penn State, he'll put weight on, but he's got a big frame to fill out. I mean, look at him. So that's pretty cool. He's from Nebraska. Who would have thought? That's our third commit from third commit from Nebraska for this class that we flipped from Iowa State. So that's cool. Kian Kaiser, not Caden. Sorry, Kian Kaiser. But yeah, I mean, we went from 2 signed commitments on signing dates, and now we're up to like 7. So it's better than 2. We'll take it.
Yeah.
And still room for a couple more probably. So hopefully we can get Elijah Reeder. That'd be great. The edge, the 6'5", 6'6" edge player from New Jersey. That'd be really good if we can get him. And then, like you were talking about, we're gonna definitely get some guys from the Iowa State transfer portal. So I think they had 24 guys that went in. So basically, their whole starting team, for the most part, went in the portal. Both their tight ends, all their receivers almost. Their best safety, their best cornerbacks. So plenty of players to choose from, and I believe Matt Campbell and the staff can definitely land a good bit of them. So.
Yeah. So we got another recruit, and then Iowa State, they're losing 20. They've lost 24 guys. And one thing about like
transfer portal update, and for those of you who haven't been paying attention,
shut up. One thing about these guys that we got, some of them are from Nebraska, like you said. Like Matt Campbell is just bringing in these country boys, man, and that is the total opposite of what we had before in a good way. So I'm excited about that, and that's just like it's just different. It's different from what we had before. I mean, we would just have talented kids. We're gonna have like hard-nosed football players that are going to move the ball. It's going to be smash-mouth football.
Yeah.
And then the fact that these Iowa State guys are all leaving, maybe coming here, is really exciting. So, like, I'm really excited for the season. I'm really excited for the new coaches. You think about the situation with Terry Smith, Matt Campbell, the coaches coming in, might have a quarterback, might have literally their offense coming in. And then it's very clear to me Matt Campbell is going to recruit just hard-nosed football players, country boys, whatever it might be, that are just going to smash you in the game. Like they're going to hit you they're going to hit you hard, and they said about the offensive coordinator, he drops them when he's coaching a game. Like, they spread the ball out, they are aggressive on offense, and then you got guys that are going to be moving the other guys on the line of scrimmage. It's really exciting. So we should all be really excited about that for sure. But I'll play this video here. Goodness gracious.
Transfer portal update. And for those of you who haven't been paying attention, the entire Iowa State football team is in the transfer portal. Now, maybe not the whole team, but all the good players are. So you've got the starting quarterback down there, Rocco Beck. Everybody knows the deal. This guy's got to be going to Penn State. Listen to me very carefully. If all these Iowa State guys go to Penn State, they're going to dominate next season. Like, I would lock them in to be a playoff team because these are NFL guys that can start over anybody at Penn State. I'm not joking. Jeremiah Cooper, he can start in the NFL right now. There's their starting running back. There's one of their starting wide receivers. And the two tight ends at Iowa State are out of this world good. Benjamin Brahmer and Gabe Burkle are everything. In a year when Iowa State didn't have wide receivers returning, these were the go-to guys in the red zone. They're utterly amazing. And even Townsend down there, I always thought he was great at UCF. He got into it towards the end of the year. If all these guys go to Penn State, and I don't think they will, but if they do, there's going to be depth. There's going to be immense amount of talent on the field. This is way better than what Indiana did with JMU coming over. These are Power 4 studs. Pay attention where all these Iowa State guys sign. They're great. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Yeah.
Brett, check the private chat. Yeah, it's really exciting. That guy is good at what he does, and he's saying that if these guys are leaving, then and they're coming to Penn State, it's going to be really good. So that's exciting. That's really exciting. And first of all, we deserve good coaches. We deserve good coaches. We deserve good players, like hard-nosed football players. We deserve a good offensive coordinator. We deserve to score points. We've been neglected of real football and a real team for 12 years. It's insane. We've neglected developing and getting the most out of every player that comes to our program. And now we're going to have that. I mean, it's crazy. Like, with our schedule next year and the approach that we're taking, like, man, we could be – I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but we could be really damn good, Like, it could be really good next year.
Yeah, we can have a chance to compete to make it into the playoff. I don't think we would be able to win the whole thing next year, but we have a chance to compete. And who knows? Like, we don't actually know what it's going to look like logistically, and like all the positions. We have no idea exactly who's starting and who's staying, who's coming. So, yeah, I mean, we could be really good. So I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited for it.
I mean,
we just lost him. Mark will be back, guys. He just lost connection, I think. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Mark. Thanks for joining, guys. Merry Christmas. Look at that. You guys are hardcore Nittany Lion fans, too. If you're checking out the show on Christmas, we appreciate it. If you're new and you're just seeing the show for the first time, please like, share, and subscribe. Wait for Mark to be back shortly here. But yeah, we're talking about the excitement for Penn State football in 2026. Obviously, we get to watch a game Saturday, the last game for Terry Smith as the interim head coach. So excited to see what Terry can do. Tonight at a sudden, Katron Allen, some of those guys are going to be playing, so probably on a snap count. But
Mark Michelle, what's up? I knew that would happen. I knew it would reset. I think some of it might be Chrome. Like, for some reason, the Explorer search engine is a little better, it seems.
Could be.
So I might have to try that. But yeah, I figured that would happen. Did you message me back on the private chat or no?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's the same as it always is. So.
But yeah, on the subject of recruits, it's not just about the fact that we got another linebacker. It's the fact that Iowa State's losing all these guys, and they could come here. And that guy just made that statement. I mean, it's really exciting. I'm really excited, and we have a favorable schedule.
Yeah.
We don't play the suck guys next year. I mean, they're still going to talk crap, but we don't play them next year, so we don't have to worry about them for a couple years. But I do think at the end of the day, these new coaches, these new recruits, it could really help us beat Ohio State, beat just about anybody, make it deep in the playoffs, hopefully win a national title. I mean, that's the subject of the whole thing is that's the thing. With the moves that they're making, we could be really good. And that's really exciting. And that's why, like, when Deion Barnes left, you know, my dad said mentally he's not here. He left. You know, he wants to leave, and he did. Or maybe he was forced to leave. I don't know. But that's why I don't know, man. Like, anybody that was under Franklin besides Terry Smith, like, I don't know. I'm not too upset because I know we got a real coach, and that attracts other real coaches. That attracts good recruits. They'll get the guys they need. So, you know, I was hoping. You know, it'd be crazy. I know we got Taylor Mauser, but if they brought in like a Doug Peterson for like a coordinator position or something like that, you know,
Yeah.
former Eagles coach, former Jags coach, like that guy is a freaking mind, man. But yeah, they'll get it all straightened out, and you know they're clearly bringing these guys in, and now this time around, a 3-star linebacker is going to be better than a 5-star under Franklin. They're going to develop these guys. They're going to make them great. So the stars do not matter right now and really ever. Like Matt Campbell said in his presser, there's the flash of signing day, but it doesn't really mean anything. And that's what Franklin was all about. So
yeah,
it's nice to know that these guys are actually going to be developed. Like, you know, people always made excuses for Franklin and his teams, and we couldn't do this because of this and that and all that. I never did. I always called it out, and we are in a totally different position now, thank God. And it's because we have a real coach now. So
for 2027, they're going to get higher rated guys.
Oh yeah,
he's going to have time to actually recruit. So
we got a better quarterback than Frankie Boy. We're probably going to out recruit him every single year. And even if we don't, it doesn't matter because he's an absolute clown of a coach. Yeah. And we're just going to develop guys better at Penn State, and it's going to show. Like, it's going to be clear as day. Like, if you're like, and these kids that are like flipping to Virginia Tech, like, again, it's like you guys have no idea what you're getting yourself into. Uncle Joey, you are an absolute moron.
Block.
And clown.
Join the block party. There's been plenty of attraction.
You have an awful Christmas.
Yeah.
So, you know, it doesn't really matter like what. It doesn't really matter who. Well, it matters who we get, but it means way more now. No matter who we get, they're going to be developed into a great football player and get way more out of themselves and the program than they ever could under Franklin. So, it's just a good situation, man. And Matt Campbell's the man. Terry Smith is the man. And we just got a good overall. We got good overall momentum going into next year. And I hope we win Saturday. You know, that'll be fun if we do. Before pretty much most of us go back to work, we're gonna know who the national championship matchup will be, which is one other cool thing about the New Year's and Christmas holidays is we get to we get to see the new people. I'm sorry. We get to see these, if you will, new teams that we haven't seen play in the playoff yet play, and then we get to see these new matchups, and then the new matchup of the national title. We get to see that. We get to know the result of the matchup before we even, go back to work. So that's cool. That's exciting. And I think the national title is probably it's the 19th, which is like crazy late.
Yeah.
That's one thing they need to change, but
Too late.
Yeah.
The best idea that somebody brought up was week 0. At least week 0 needs to be week 1. Week 1
0
needs
is
to be week 0.
Week 0 is so stupid. Just play every freaking game, dude. It's so dumb.
And if you're going to have week 0, make it a week earlier. And we have to start off sooner, man. Like, we just have to.
Yeah. That's it. So things are looking really good with the recruits, guys leaving, guys coming in. Like, these kids that are flipping and going to VT, it's like, dude, you guys, they're just young kids, and they honestly they don't know any better, man. Like, they don't. It's crazy. Like, they really don't. They don't know what they're getting themselves into. You're being bamboozled by this guy. So whoever leaves or whatever comes back, we're going to have the guys that want to be here, play for real coaches. And if you don't want to play for real coaches, then leave. Chaz Coleman, you made a huge mistake leaving, man. Like, you're going to be good no matter where you go, but you decommitted from Penn State and you might be going to Ohio State. I don't know. But, man, if you wanted to make the most of your career, staying here was the better move. Ohio State, for example, absolutely stacked year in, year out at almost every position, pretty much, defensive end especially. And you're going to go there? Like, have fun with it, man. Have fun with it.
Oh, that's another thing. Daniel Jennings, he reclassified to 2025. He sat this past year, obviously, as a 17-year-old would, and he's going in the portal. So that's not a big loss because he was that young, but still, he was a bright player who was gonna, show up on the scene at some point. So it sucks that he's gonna be leaving. Obviously, Chaz Coleman. We have some edge players. We just need them to stay healthy and stay. Max Granville, Ivan Kemishu, like, those guys have to stay. If they don't, then it's going to be rough. So
I don't think he'll be on the sideline. He'll be in a booth probably. He's not going to – I don't think he would be on the sideline. That'd be kind of weird in a way, in the sense that you're not going to have the new head coach on the sideline while Terry Smith is coaching. Like, I just don't think that that's necessary. So he'll probably be in the booth or in a suite or something. Alex is getting a suite there at the game, so he might be with Alex. I will gladly sacrifice one season to hire a real coach. We had to rip off that Band-Aid. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I think we'll be fine next year, but at this point, like, Deion Barnes is leaving, and it like hurts our recruiting, and we need to have guys before the signing day. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what people's expectations are. I have no expectations for next year. So the timeline right now pretty much means nothing. And the portal, guys can leave and come and everything. So it just, to me, it doesn't matter. Like, truly, if, we lose someone here or there, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Like, next year is not a year where we should expect, like, yeah, we're going to win it all. Like, we can, of course, but that shouldn't be the expectation at this right this second. A lot has happened, man. Like, they're working on a crazy timeline. So, but that's just my view of it. Pay Larry Johnson a bundle. Yeah, that'd be a great idea. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Do you have anything else to say about that? Oh, Brett's frozen now. So we'll move on to the new team. What we think it's going to look like coming all together. You were frozen there for a little bit. But do you have anything else to say about recruits?
No. We'll definitely be getting some soon. So
yeah. The new team, Brett, let's say we bring a lot of these Iowa State guys in. We get some more recruits. We get a D-line coach. We get a running back coach. get a DC, solidified DC. Like, if we bring in these Iowa State guys and they keep recruiting how they're recruiting and they keep getting the guys they're getting, man, this could literally be a totally different identity of a team. Like, smash mouth football, like I said, we're going to smack you in the face. We're going to run your ball down. We're going to run the ball down your throat. We're going to pass the ball. We're going to just be aggressive on offense. We're not going to run stupid freaking plays with a fifth string receiver that makes $500,000 and have him throwing the ball. Like, we're not going to be doing any more stupid stuff, any more clown show circus plays like we did under Clownelnecki. So that's done. We're not doing that BS anymore. That stupid stuff. And unfortunately, he's coaching in the bowl game. So we're going to get to see one last time of his stupid play calling. And hopefully it doesn't screw us. I don't think it will because Terry Smith has too much of a grip on the team now. But just overall, I think we're going to be in a way better spot. So,
yep.
What do you think? What do you think about next year? Like, Brett, what do you think is going to happen here from here on out? And what do you think is going to happen next year?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's kind of unpredictable, but it would be nice to know who the DC is going to be. That's kind of like big news. Running back coach, I'm not too worried about. Like, they'll find a guy, right? DC is that's a bigger question mark. So, and this is one thing I'll say. Under Franklin, for the most part, the defense was pretty good. Like, Brent Pry wasn't that great. Let's be honest. Brent Pry, very, very soft defense. Like, just 40 yards off the ball, just prevent. Like, it was not good. Like, that's what it looked like sometimes. So, but once Brent Pry left, we had like a solid 5 years of like top 10 defenses, right? So that's in Penn State's DNA. So now we're about to see Matt Campbell's DNA, but his guy retired, John Heacock. So who are we going to get to keep Penn State's DNA? That's a big question, right? Because if we wake up and it's Saturday morning and it's the first game of the season and whoever the defensive coordinator is that we got, and we fall flat on our face because the system is not, you know what I'm saying? It's not Penn State's system. We just need to get a guy who understands Penn State defense and can adapt to the way that we typically do things. Now, I think Matt Campbell wants to keep something similar to what Penn State's used to, but until we see it, it's really hard to gauge what it's going to look like, right? So, I don't want to, see next season and we're like top 50 in defense. Like, that would suck, right? Now, the first year it might be that, right? Maybe it will be, but it's a good question to ponder about, right? Like, what are we going to look like on defense? So it'd be nice to see them hire somebody sooner than later, because that's also going to help recruits. Recruits aren't going to want to come if they don't know who the defensive coordinator is going to be. Other teams are going to be like, we have all our guys, come over here. So you do need to make that hire sooner than later, like January 1st.
I do care about that type of stuff, for sure.
So
timeline is the timeline.
Yeah, that's just one thing I'm kind of worried about is we kind of need to hire somebody. But other than that, I think offensively, Matt Campbell, his staff he's got the offensive staff set in stone other than running back coach. We got an actual receivers coach, guys. Noah Pauly, we actually got a receivers coach. So excited to see him in action with hopefully Kobe Howard, Tyser Denmark, and some new guys. Matt Otten, hopefully he stays. Quarterback, I think whichever way you want to swing it, we're going to be fine. Grunk stays, we're good. Grunk leaves and we get Rocco Beck, we're good. If Rocco Beck doesn't come and Grunk stays and maybe Bo comes and they battle it out, we're fine. So, I think either way you look at it, we're going to be fine at quarterback. Now, what's the depth going to look like behind that? Is Jackson Smolik going to stay? Because that would be a nice depth piece to have, right, in case something happens. So yeah, I think offensively, I feel more comfortable than I have in a long time since 2017. You know what I mean? Like offensively, I think we're gonna let it hang, right? And not to get just the same, right? Like Matt Campbell, Taylor Mauser, they're gonna let it hang. They're gonna let it all out there. They're gonna throw the ball down the field. They're gonna run it down your mouth. Yeah, they're gonna be aggressive on offense. The complete opposite of what Koldal Fakey was. So, yeah.
Yeah. Matt Johnson, I think I've seen you on here before, but I don't think Dion would have been a good fit for several reasons.
Terrible fit. Yeah.
And if he doesn't turn around the program quickly, we need to pivot. You can pivot all you want, man. You can be, Shaquille O'Neal in the paint, just pivoting for 10 years straight if you want. We're not pivoting we're not pivoting anywhere, man. Turn this around quickly. Like what? We don't need
his whole team's in the portal right now.
Bro, Deion Sanders literally is like battling very serious health issues for one thing. Yeah. Rumor has Michigan will have 25 guys into the portal. Yep, we can get those. Steven, thanks for being a new member, man. You guys that are members, your comments stand out. So when we see the comments of the members, they just stand out more. So we're gonna address them first if we can, if it's like super busy, like it's going through. That's why we started the membership, so the members pop up first. And Landon did the same thing. He just started a membership, and I think it's so he can see their comments. The biggest issue I had with James Franklin was the fact that he was bald. Okay, well, that's weird. Franklin never gave pregame speech, had assistants do it. Dion trading one clown for another. Yeah, dude, Dion. I like Dion. Like, Dion's like a solid human being. As far as I know, he's a solid human being. Very successful as a player. Very successful, I think, in many ways as a father, as a coach throughout his career. He's a very successful man.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer. But as a coach here and with his health issues, which I wish him the best with, I've always been a Deion Sanders fan, man. His, a lot of people I'm sure would call what he was, what he is arrogant, maybe as a player, but as a person, man, he's just a very confident guy. It never rubbed me the wrong way. But then again, I'm not like a division opponent fan of the Falcons or anything like that. So very solid person, very solid human being, one of the greatest just overall people, impactful people to ever walk the earth, honestly. He really is, man. Like him, Michael Jordan, in terms of athletes, like he's had a huge impact on many, 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 many lives.
Yeah.
And I think he's just an overall solid dude. I think Shedeur doesn't do himself any favors, but he gets he gets a bad rap in the media.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just constantly hounding him and hyping him up. Like, it's not really his fault, but he doesn't do himself any favors either. You can't be like your dad, Shedeur. You're a quarterback, man. Yeah. Like, you can't be acting the way your dad did. He wasn't a quarterback. So, but yeah, I'm excited about next year.
Look at Deion's record this past year, and then look at Matt Campbell's. It's not even close. Like, it's not.
It's not.
And Colorado's whole team's in the portal. So
yeah. For those of you guys that are in here, please subscribe to the channel. I don't know if you guys are subscribers, but please like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. You can support us monetarily if you would like. And again, Chris was going to come on, but he's having some family stuff going on, so prayers to him.
Yeah, you sent. Your connection must be weird because that message sent 4 times. You see that? And
private chat?
No, in text, the group chat to Chris. I can see it 4 times. I don't know why. But
wait, which one?
You said, "Sounds good, Chris. I hope everything's good." Yeah.
It sent 4 times to you?
I see it 4 times, yeah.
Huh. Yeah, it's just 1 on my end.
That's weird. Yeah, my end is fine. Maybe I don't know. I thought StreamYard was messing around for a little bit, but
Yeah, who knows? Like today, Netflix, I was on Chrome and it wouldn't come up because you've got Stranger Things Part 2 out today, and then you had all those football games on. Like Netflix was probably just like crashing.
Yeah.
But like, dude, the internet right now, man, like sometimes the internet just has issues. Like the whole internet, like everything just has issues, you know?
Yeah.
But really excited for next year. Like I said, I mean, I couldn't be more happy really with where we're at, but there is stuff. That's why I'm not like totally jumping on like, yeah, we're going to be, this is awesome, because there's stuff that needs to happen. Like Brett said, like DC, D-line coach, two extremely important coaching positions.
Yeah, they
running
didn't
back
mention
coach. I mean, we don't even know who our roster is next year. So, but I'm really excited about what their approach is right now. We should be excited. We're going to see Deny Saturday. We're going to see Katron. They're probably not going to play a ton, but we're going to see them. Thank God. And I think we win that game. But next year, right now, they're laying a foundation, I believe. Like, it's just little things like getting these guys from Nebraska, these Iowa State guys leaving, bringing in a quarterback, possibly bringing in as coaches. They're slowly building a foundation that is going to build sustainable success that we have not seen in a very long time. So that's what I think. I think Campbell's going to give Penn State an identity. Yep. He's just disciplined, hard-nosed football, like development first, wins basically come with that. But, you know, he said it in his presser. He's like, the flash of signing day really means nothing. I mean, he took a few shots at Franklin without taking shots at Franklin. He knows when he coming in here, just do the opposite of the last guy. You'll be fine.
Yeah, when the media comes in and they ask, they're not going to be asking what's the offensive identity this year. You're just going to know it. You're going to see it. Like, they're not going to be asking these questions like they did to Frankie Boy the last 3 or 4 years. What's the offensive identity? And Franklin's like, well, I don't really know, because we didn't have one. So there's going to be an identity now.
Bro, we had no identity like ever.
It was terrible.
I mean, literally couldn't boil freaking water, dude.
Codal Finicky. Yep, he was terrible.
Codal Finicky.
Flannel
Necky.
Yep.
Mr. Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Good old Dairy Queen.
These jerseys are fresh, dude.
Yeah, man. Like, the team got these, which is pretty sick.
Yeah.
New York with it, taking cheese out.
You see Tyser Denmark, dude?
The Yankees came. I'm gonna play it again. Christmas.
New York with it, taking cheese out.
By the way, that's what it's all about, man. The players. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
That's what Terry Smith is about. The players. He's about, in a good way, building good men. That's what it's about, man. I don't care. It doesn't matter how the season went. In a sense, we're at a bowl game, man. We're at Yankee Stadium. They're getting Yankees jerseys.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys couldn't be happier, honestly.
Yeah.
And a few things you notice about Yankees attire. They all had their own number, it looked like. Don't have names on the back.
No.
They all wear the same black shoes.
No.
The Yankees, I'm not a Yankees fan. In fact, I don't really like the Yankees because they always had money, and I didn't like the fact that they always had money and they could just buy anybody and they still wouldn't win a World Series, even though they had Mark Teixeira, Ichiro Suzuki, A-Rod, Derek Jeter all on one team. Just an example. But therefore, like, my winning team, I say my winning team is the Red Sox, but I'm a Pirates fan. But I respect the Yankees immensely. They are the pinnacle of a ball club that you want to aspire to be. but no names on the back of their jerseys and black shoes. Joe Paterno got both of those from the Yankees. He's from Brooklyn. So the Yankees and Penn State football, they're like hand in hand. They really are, man. And
Same colors, yeah.
And historic programs.
Yeah.
I mean, Penn State and the Yankees are just they're in a sense one of the same. Now the Yankees have way more titles. They have a crazy amount of titles, like I don't know, 30 titles or something like that. But very, very similar in their approach, the way they were built, how they're run, just phenomenal organizations. And that's a fresh fly jersey, man. You could wear that thing to the club, you could wear it to bed, you could wear it to class, you could wear it anywhere. Yep. I mean, that's a solid jersey that you got there, so that's awesome. What's up, Antoine? Most people understand the importance of this bowl. Yes, of course they do. People with brains. None of them are Ohio State or Notre Dame fans.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I want to get on here for Christmas. Thank you, Brett, for coming on. And I wanted to just talk because there's some stuff going on that's good, and we should all be very excited. And if that means you get your hopes up, then so be it. Get your hopes up. We deserve to have our hopes up. But if you're disappointed, like, don't be, I'm not saying like Matt Campbell is going to like crash and burn as a coach. I mean, if you're disappointed, like maybe we have a bad record next year, then we do. I mean, it is what it is. I don't think that's going to happen. Like, I think we're going to make a bowl game next year. That's the farthest I'll go with it. But I just think overall, man, we're going to look good and get your hopes up. Like, be excited. We should be excited. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy that we're looking at an actual real football coach and coach, both with Terry Smith and Matt Campbell. And we're going to have like common sense, like using your brain football stuff going on. It's insane. We're in a totally different world right now. And our offense could actually look like an offense next year. And the players are getting the most out of themselves in the program. They're developing as much as they possibly can. You got Terry Smith pretty much being the overseer of everything. I mean, it's insane. And I said this morning after, we opened our gifts and stuff, I said, one thing that we can all be grateful for is that Franklin is no longer the head coach of Penn State. Like, that is a gift we are all opening under our tree today. Franklin is not the coach of Penn State. Matt Campbell is the coach now. That is something we all have as a gift, all of us, that we all can share. A gift under the tree today of Franklin not being the head coach of Penn State anymore. That is a great Christmas gift we haven't had in 12 years. Thank you, God. And I could not be more happy. And when I say thank you, God, I'm not being sarcastic. I don't say stuff like that. Sincerely, thank you, God, that Franklin is no longer the coach of Penn State. That is a Christmas gift of all Christmas gifts that we can all have. We all have it. We all have it. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, you literally could have gotten nothing for Christmas today, and if you're a diehard Penn State fan, that's a gift. That is a huge gift. A win would be nice, but the benefits include MC getting a blue-white look at his team. Yeah. Where are the strengths and weaknesses going into the transfer portal? Wait, are these questions?
I think the where the strengths and weaknesses was a question. If it was, the strengths, I mean, it's hard to know on who stays. It all depends on who leaves Penn State, right? If nobody really leaves Penn State, that's going to hurt us. Then we could be really good if we get players to come in. So
yeah, I couldn't even tell you, man. Honestly, I think I couldn't even guess, because here's the thing: if we lose like 90% of our guys on the Penn State roster, like
we're beat.
Yeah. Like, but here's the thing: like, again, these are Franklin's guys, so we are a stronger, unified team with James Franklin. That's not true at all. I think you meant to say without, but there are benefits of the game What do you mean we're a stronger unified team with James Franklin? That's the total opposite of what we were. Yes, without.
Without, correct. Yeah.
We know you better than that, Antoine, so you're good.
Terry
knew
Smith
that.
alone keeps the guys together and holds them accountable more than James Franklin ever will. So
Yeah.
Yep. Because of Superfly Terry Smith.
Like Michelle said, we ripped the Band-Aid off. We didn't go from one clown to another clown.
Oh, we ripped it off. Yep.
But I just saw Matt said on that post, he said, "Me need one of those in my Penn State jerseys collection."
Yeah, I saw that. Good luck.
Yeah, Matt, we forgot that you have that whole thing. Someone tagged Caden Saunders. Why did they tag Caden Saunders?
Because he was acting like a nut. He had his tongue out and stuff. He was.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah, that was Caden Saunders. That's why.
And then Tyzier was like, Tyzier was dancing.
Tyzier was dancing. Yeah, it was funny.
And
Tyzier's happy. He didn't even really get to play this year, and he's still happy. So.
And John, he ordered me called a Terry Smith jacket, the jacket he's wearing during the Nebraska game. John is ordering me one and sending it to me. So, John, you're the man, of course, as always. Goes without saying, you are the man. But, all right, guys, we will see you Saturday for the post-game show.
Yep.
And, we'll be back then. So, Merry Christmas again. Have a great night. Happy holidays. And enjoy this time with your family and friends. And, again, we can all be grateful that we're going in a new direction at Penn State. Thank you, God. Thank you. Have a good night.
Have a good night, guys.